Here we go again. Ich weiß, ich bin glaube ich mal am Anfang, oder? Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. It matters the cabin. I'm not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Who knows? Who knows?
You're really keen on... Your silence is deafening. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Does it? Oh yeah, well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out
There's
of the
always
place.
a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Who cares?
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Okay, the stranger.
You're on a path in
the
here
wood.
to slay.
Dann würde ich mal sagen, dann gehen wir auch wieder. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Ach, verdammt. I'm going to the cabin. Ach, verdammt, das kann ich nur im New Game machen.
Warning, before you go any further. She will lie if we're stuck going in there.
Da muss ich kurz was nachgucken. Okay.
The cabin interior is
Oddly of place.
the only furniture. The blade is your...
Komm, ich nehme mal die mit.
You take the blade. Okay, fine.
Stimmt, beim letzten Mal habe ich sie aus dem Fenster geworfen, ne? Hold the blade with the other
You
way.
switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks. Nothing here seems to belong. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent. If the princess lives here, her voice.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
The harsh staircase.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different. Oh well. The princess. Eyes bright. And, why are we here again? You're
Wenn wir
here
das schon mal
to-
gemacht.
He's just being an ass.
Okay, explore. Ich kann nur exploren. What is your name? I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. You've locked up. You're apparently a threat to the world. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us. Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception.
Sharp as a
Don't buy
blade.
into it. You can do this.
How strange. So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there we can do that? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before. Until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
More of you. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. She's in the basement. Ah, okay, ist alles zusammen. Ich speichere da jetzt einfach nochmal.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use it. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and we can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this?
We should help her. How surprised. I didn't actually think it's a little late for regret.
Please.
I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. I do my best. Oh. Ja, okay.
She's gone. Is that?
Okay. Yeah. Do you think there are people out there?
One.
Okay, wir sind dann auch wieder vor dem.
The next I will be.
Also ich bin jetzt wieder vor dem Ende. Also muss ich gucken, dass ich jetzt irgendwas Richtiges mache. Okay. Wir machen das.
That's
Ui.
the spirit.
Wir gehen rein, nehmen das Blade. Oh, okay. Das andere hätte ich gar nicht mehr machen können. Continue down the stair.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I'm here to talk. Drop
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Here we've talked enough. Keep her locked. I was afraid I've already committed to not slaying her.
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry.
Oh.
She casually sidesteps your We shouldn't have hesitated. But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times as you lie. You shouldn't have let that fear.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little.
She applies. This is the end. I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark. And
Ach, der Tower, ich will nicht der Tower.
you're on a
Das laden. Talk.
Then why did
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
We've talked enough. Oh, keep her locked away. Examine the chains. Go to the basement. Boah, was war das jetzt?
Without hesitation, you roll out of though every
Finish
you
the
steal
job.
your resolve and
Ich hoffe, das war jetzt richtig. Proceed to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin. Boah, ich glaube,
you take the
blade, enter the basement. Ah ja, das haben wir die Adversary. Wo ist denn hier? I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
You haven't decided? We talked more than enough last time. Do you really have anything else to say? Or are you just stalling because you're scared I'm going to kill you? If you want to
All right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned.
Okay. You got me pretty much everything you just
I know. You don't have to be so
snarky. Wow. Was war das? Haven't decided, then step closer.
Blade held tight in your hand, you take a cautious step towards the princess. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was. Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking, is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
Right? This isn't fun, this isn't interesting, it's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
Oh, you tease. I can't believe you'd go through all the trouble to bring a knife down here and then refuse to use it. Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
She's still bound by those chains. All we have to do is take a step back and she won't be able to do anything to us. All that does is put the two of you at another impasse. You can't stall forever.
Do you really think those chains will stop her? She's not the type to hand out empty threats.
But she has to be bluffing, right? If you step back as she steps and then they snap. Dear Lord, you took the blade.
Exactly.
I suppose there isn't. Your numb body view is there. You stand your ground as the princess thunders across the basement floor, her shoulders tucked low as you don't see the impact.
We're fine.
Are we fine? No, you're obviously not.
Enough games. Pick up that.
Your eyes. It takes you a moment to draw.
Here, let me let.
She bends, it lands.
Remain silent.
Why aren't you saying any? Because why would you? Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms toward. You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die.
I guess I'll see you all next time. She reaches down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck. She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
Well, there is more. I'm just funny. I don't want to hurt you anymore.
Care about me? But what is that supposed to mean? If you cared about me, you'd fight me. You'd understand, but why are you trying to make me think?
Her grip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck. She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body or...
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything...
Nice! Strike me down. Unleash the power of pacifism on your foe.
You're
Jetzt
on
kommt wieder der
par.
Fury. Okay. Ich weiß nicht mal, wie ich das gemacht habe, aber ich glaube, ich muss die dafür angreifen.
Finally ready to complete your destiny. Here we go. Let's...
Strike at her heart. Head down, blade an opening and over.
You push yourself off the ground and you do your best. This
weak little dance.
She's throwing us around like...
Did you think you could stop?
The princess's arm shoots.
How disappointing.
She squeezes. Everything goes dark.
Shit. Okay. Attack her. Okay, wir sind wieder an dem Punkt. Break at
That's
her.
your plan then. That's your plan. You can feel
Ah.
flesh give way before a sudden... Pull it out. We'll try a... No. We can do this. We're not gonna win.
Was hat der Dude geschrieben? Warte. Knife and she talked to her on her arm.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, the princess... It collides with your ribs, and you feel you hit the floor. You push yourself off the ground. Do your...
This weak little...
Ach, verdammt. Okay, also es war ein guter Try. Und dann Strike at the heart und jetzt keep pushing.
The princess's grin wide.
Yes. You finally get it, don't...
Continue pushing.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Your collides with. We're far, but you barely have enough time to notice. Your grip. I said. I didn't say you. You might not have said as much, but it really doesn't matter.
You forgot this.
She tossed.
I think I'm done fighting something. This has.
You're kidding, right? You can't just give up. What do you think you're doing? This isn't fair. This is even worse than deciding not to fight me from the beginning. Why aren't you saying anything? Is because
The princess's shoulders can see her face. Her grip.
Okay. Load. Ich probiere das jetzt einfach nochmal aus. Also, strike it to hard. Okay. Unlatch the blade.
You pull back on the blade. You push yourself off the ground.
Irgendwas mache ich falsch. Also ich bin jetzt mal ein bisschen closer gegangen. Want to fight me does that mean you wouldn't enter world? After you died. Down here for a reason. Okay, fine if you want to fight. Fighting. Around until leave.
What are you trying?
Right? This isn't.
Right.
I suppose there isn't. You stand your.
what are you?
This will just give me because you're not going to change my mind.
Is this a trick? Are you? Because why would you?
The princess's shoulders can't.
Fine.
I guess I'll see you all next time. She reached. She sure is tired.
Why?
Thinking
Her grip. She released.
What am I?
okay, es hat immer noch nicht funktioniert. Okay, ich gebe dem Ganzen nochmal einen Shot.
Finally, here we go.
Oh, we'll make it.
Bait an opening.
You push yourself off the ground.
Hat nicht funktioniert.
Finally ready to complete.
Strike at a heart, head on.
If that's your plan, then that's your plan. The princess's
What are you talking about?
Are you really going to make me nothing exists
That's not.
Don't you all get it?
and look?
She's right. Imagine how much further we come.
I warned you on the stairs.
I hate using.
Your balance collides with you.
We're fine.
But you barely have enough time to notice. Your grip loosens from.
I said.
I didn't say you. You might not have said as much, but it really doesn't matter.
You forgot this.
She tosses.
Aren't you jumping the gun? We each died. That doesn't mean we are immortal.
How much more proof do you need? Would it help to watch me rise from the dead with your own two eyes? Fine. Go ahead. Stop.
The princess throws open her arms, exposing her chest. Is she really just going to let you slay? Hold on. What if this is
3 steps ahead of us? Have you met her?
And how would you?
Because I wouldn't think to trick us. So why would she?
That's a great point. So please stop.
Slay the
The
Princess.
princess remains unflinching as you run her down, her stoic expression once again curving into a knowing smile as the pristine blade buries deep into her heart. Did she really just let us do that? Apparently, yes.
See you soon.
Okay, cool.
And then
Take
she
the bait from the
stumbles back
foe.
into the wall, the blade still lodged firmly in her. She's dead. But I know that the two.
No, it's not nice.
Life isn't fair, but what's done. Let's
What's
just
done
get
is
out
done.
of here. Yes, that sounds like a splendid idea. Fine. You remain where you are and watch over the princess's corpse. She remains.
I'm telling you, she's coming.
She's not.
She is.
She's not coming back. She's dead. Your blade is embedded in her heart. You slew her. It's over. I don't know how many more times or how many different ways I need to express this objective reality before it finally makes its way through your dense skull.
How many different ways have you got left to express it? Because it'll take a hell of a lot more to convince me that she's not coming back.
Oh, I've got plenty. Can the two of you stop?
No!
I'm not the only one who just saw her eyes open. What are you talking about? For the millionth time, she's...
Yes, I told you I'd be back.
alive. We're shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you all that we should believe in her. This is
And you waited for me. I knew I could count on you. I knew we were connected.
The princess staggers to her feet, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade you buried in her.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing.
You know what to do.
But she came. All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is...
Ja, wir hatten das schon mal close. Entering, what that's supposed to mean.
But you did say it.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to? I don't have to answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
Why the bloody hell not?
Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
You can't die, don't you? Well, I thought that the princess can't die. I'm not even going to be here.
But you did think it, didn't you? I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we... Yes, like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
So I was right. Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits.
No, hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here?
You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is her.
And what exactly can't we leave her down here?
Because all it would do is stall the inevitable.
And what's wrong with stalling?
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is still the end, and I'd rather face mine head on.
Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this?
Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments on...
It's time.
Yes, I suppose.
If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still...
I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last...
With an unbreakable...
There's a lot of flowery description comes from someone who thinks he already knows how this is going to play out.
Oh, indulge me, will you? Me knowing how this is going to play out is exactly why I'm being flowery. Let me have just this one thing, alright?
Alright.
Here it comes. The big finish. Free
The
from
big
hesitation,
finish.
you close the distance, both you and the princess ready to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body and...
What happened? Why did everything...
You died. That blow was apparently lethal.
You don't get it, do you? We're not dead. We're stronger than this.
Saying get up is not going to change the fact that you're dead.
Funny that you're calling me dead, when you still haven't figured it out. We can't be dead. We're just like her. All of you need to wait.
You know, maybe he has a point. If we're dead, how are we still talking?
Because you being dead is reality. Because it says right here that you're... Well,
Wake up.
Alive.
That's right.
I thought I lost you there, but you've figured things out, haven't you? Good. The two of us can finally be together.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again.
And
You're all still
again.
here,
And again.
it?
Und es ist vorbei. Approach the mirror. Und jetzt kommt das Ende.
I think
Try the mirror. Proceed. What happens now? Time for us to leave this place. Free yourself. Return to Main Menu. In der nächsten Folge machen wir das, was ich eigentlich schon vorher am Anfang hätte machen wollen.